Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning into another episode of the Dumpster Diaries Podcast. As always, I am your host, Justin Allen. I'm here with comedian Kevin Hollingsworth, man. Dude, you've been coming up on my screen for a while, and I've been wanting to get you on, man, because we have some mutual friends, but you and I have never actually met until today.
Right now. This is literally the first time. This is not pre-recorded or pre-edited or pre-scripted.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you so much for doing it, man. Because you're a pretty decent sized comedian for the area and stuff.
I appreciate
dude.
that.
And you got a little bit of influence.
Kind of
dude.
a local legend, but what is?
So where do you operate mostly out of, man?
So I live in Longview, Texas. So I do East Texas area, large influence in Shreveport, Houston. I just all over Atlanta.
So if you had to pick a city, man, what is your favorite city?
Ooh, like for what? You got to get specific for that.
Okay, let's start with if you had craziest stories, whether it be the best crowd or the worst crowd, just like an insane set where you're just like, this is an insane city.
Okay, so the craziest, like at a club or at
a
a show story would definitely be Shreveport.
Really?
By a mile. But I've had good sets everywhere. I mean, crowds generally are pretty good everywhere, especially now, like in the past 5 or so years, because everybody's starving for a fucking break from the craziness that's outside their house.
Yeah, so for sure. And that's like one thing that I've liked about comedy, and I've come to know, especially like interviewing comedians here lately over the last few months. Man, like all the people that show up to comedy clubs, like they just want to check out for a little while and literally just laugh. It's as simple as that.
Well, so I tell comics this all the time, especially ones that are your quote unquote edgelord or people that want to be. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Literally everything is comedy. Comedy is subjective, and everything's comedy. Yeah. But.
Big butt there.
You have to understand and draw back and understand that you're there as a performer for the audience. Mm-hmm. You're there for them. You're not there for we're all narcissistic in ways where we're not there for me. You're not there for the book. You're not there for the girl you're trying to have sex with. You're there for the audience. Yeah. And that audience, just like you, has a daily life. They got crappy bills. Stupid kids. Job they probably hate. They hate the government. They don't like paying taxes like none of us do. And they're bad. And they want to come to a club to see one of two things. They want a break from all the noise and a little bit of signal. Yeah. They just want a break from it for a little while. And you're giving them that break. Or they want you to take the things that are oppressing them and rag them to death and make fun of them because they can't themselves. Yeah, that's one thing that I've actually really liked about a lot of comedians that I've met over the years is one of the best things I've ever heard was, I get paid to say the shit you can't say. Exactly. That's, I was like, dude, that sums it up. It is. Well, on that side of it, yes. Yeah. People that just really, I'm frustrated because I can't go tell my boss to go fuck himself. Yeah. But you can tell me a story about how you told your boss to go fuck himself. Yeah. And I can be like, yeah. Yeah. So the Shreveport scene is pretty wild. Oh, the Shreveport scene's awesome. Yeah. I like because it's. I used to live there like about a decade ago. I lived there for like 2 years. Yeah, yeah. So I've been in that scene in spurts throughout my career, and it's always been kind of a divided scene. Sure. But now, even though there is some division in the scene, it's not as much, and there's some decent cohesiveness. Now, there's been some riffs, and I've been trying to mitigate some of those to be like, stop. Yeah. Stop, anytime comedians are involved in mass groups. Doing this. Well, it's just because Shreveport is really cut. Yeah. Because you've always had a real black-centric comedy scene. Yeah, absolutely. You've had LOL, which is the black-centric club. You had the Funny Bone, which is a black-centric club. Well, then you also look at the demographic of the city. I think literally the majority is about 60% black. And I most of my comedy career was in the black space. Yeah. So I very little of my comedy career was in like liberal spaces. White liberal spaces. Yeah. Woke liberal spaces. Yeah. But in the black space, even though they woke, they all get crunked the same. Sure. So, and I love that. That's my favorite crowds. If I walk into any show and I look in there and I see there's 75+% black folk on the crowd, I can just throw my set list, throw my book away. I'm like, we're good. And I come out. Oh, I already know. Because I know like a lot of comedians I know that are like, white guys and girls, they get terrified. They're like, there's going to be so much stuff that I can't say, I can't talk about. And I bring them with me on those shows to watch them struggle. Shout out to Tristan Lex, who always performs from Shreveport. One of the best, my favorite comic. Yeah. One of the best comics out there.
I mean, I think it's good
He
for
will
growth.
hide
Yeah.
in the corner of a stage in the darkness and just bounce. And then we'll murder this crowd.
Really?
But he's nervous as hell, and especially if it's too many eyes. And it's hilarious. And I'm back there just, it's hilarious. And I do that to people. And I take some comics that never got to do comedy in that space, and I'm like, no, you're coming with me. You're doing this show.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they're kind of like, whoa. I was like, yeah. Because it's just different. It's what I love about that space is that it's immediate. I can't tell you how many shows I went to where it's majority white, boomers, whatever, in the crowd, and they're just
Meh. It's
the
not
whole time.
funny.
No, they'll even do nothing. And then they'll come to you, shake your hand, get a picture. You were awesome. I'm like, really? You're sleeping. What? No, you're like, you can make noise. You're here for that. But in a black-centered space, you know immediately if they like you.
Yeah.
You also know immediately if they don't like you.
Yeah.
They let you know that. They're very verbal, and I fucking love that.
Really?
Because once, I'm an energy person.
So there's just
man.
a whole level of heckling.
Well, it's not heckling.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
It's just feedback.
I tell people this because I've had so many comments like, yo, they heckle. No, they don't heckle. And here's how you know they don't heckle. Just go to a black church. Yeah. Go spend a Sunday, go to a black church, and next Sunday go to First Baptist Church in town, your white church. You'll see the difference. They're not heckling the pastor.
Yeah.
They're creating an energy. And it's your
That's
job.
That's a good way to look at it.
It's your job to match that energy and then give them a reason to create more energy. You are the head of that energy because remember, you're the one with the microphone.
So if you can do that, honestly, like black clubs is like the best place to perform.
Now, 30 seconds into my set, I got you. Now, I had a crappy set at LOL's, full transparency, the other day.
Yeah.
I had my reasons. My energy just wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I had 30-minute set. And I was like, crap. But the first 15, I completely ate shit. But then I flipped it and ended strong.
Good.
And I was like, you know what? I got it. In the middle said, okay, we're back on this. I did the wrong joke. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. In the middle of the stage, I was like, listen. And I just got transparent. They all were good. Crushed the rest.
Yeah.
But every other time, 30 seconds in, I got you. I got them off their feet. And then you're like, oh, it's all gravy at that point. I could read the phone book and just use voice inflection. You got them. And you're there. You're with the audience, man. You're playing with them. Like, have fun with them. So, yeah, they're very vocal. You tell a joke, they're going to scream the joke back at you.
Yeah.
They're going, man, I've had dudes come up and high-five and dap me on the stage for the joke and then go sit back down. It's okay.
I like that, man, because, I do stand-up comedy just strictly as a hobby. Like, I don't get paid. I just open mics, 9 out of 10 times I bomb and eat shit for 5 minutes. Like, whatever. It is part of the game, right? But I enjoy it. I enjoy it, which is part of the reason why we have comedians. My co-host isn't here today because he had some stuff come up. But part of the reason, that we support comedians so much is, like, because I do have, like, a passion for it. Like, as far as, like, I enjoy it that much, just as a hobby. And, man, I can tell you, I've been to, like, some crowds where it's like, God. Like, even when I know the comedian is killing, I'll be sitting in the back drinking a beer, slapping my leg, and be like, this is the funniest crap I've ever heard in my life. And no reaction from the crowd.
It happens that way.
What is going on right now?
Now, here's a weird metric when you're in comedy, which is what time, the season, what time your show is that night, and what's going on within a 5-mile radius around that club.
Really?
That all has an effect to it.
So this is more like a business, like
it's all a business.
Yeah, I mean.
So
yeah,
let's say you're doing a fall show, and you're doing a show at, let's say, Dallas Comedy Club down there, and they put this huge fall thing on that's all downtown. So everybody's going to be in that club that night. Have been walking around downtown doing all fall stuff. They're tired.
Yeah.
It's not like they've been at home all day and they're coming out for date night and they're ready to go. They're tired. They've been walking around. They're coming to a club, basically because it's got air conditioning, and it's a show and they can laugh. They're not going to be as energized because they don't have any energy left.
Yeah.
Now, the later the show is, usually why your 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, like midnight shows can pop off and be pretty fire. Because now everybody's done went out and had their fun. They've got a little loosey-loosey. They got their drinks in them. They're ready to party.
Drinks. Yeah.
You get a little more rowdy then. So if you're a slow comic and you're like trying to, like, you're slow energy, I mean, I'm not saying you can't kill there, but you're not going to be as good.
Sure.
You need to be earlier if you're a slow comic because everybody ain't ready for. Nobody walk at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, they'll say, "Hey, calm the fuck down."
It's like fucking bombs over Baghdad right now.
Not 2 shots for you to be sitting here yelling at me, sir. No, you can't, because you got to have to understand where your dynamics and where you are. what time it is too, and then like different seasons are different. Like I said, like
so what do you think is the
fall.
best season like for comedy, man?
There's not.
There's not really.
No,
Okay.
I mean there's not necessarily a best season. It's just you got to understand when you're booking your shows and when you're doing shows, like what's going on in the environment around you. So when I book shows somewhere, and I won't, sometimes you just have to go by what's available.
Yeah.
So you just have to make do what you got to make do. So if I have that, I'll look at the city. Like if I'm doing, let's just say I'm doing Atlanta, January, whatever. I'm going to look at about 5 or so days around my show. What all is going on in Atlanta around that area?
Yeah.
I want to know. Are there any events going on? Because I can tag that event.
Whatever.
Yeah, because I can tag that event, and then I'll follow that event and see. Because if any bullshit goes down or anything funny happens, I can tag that event.
Yeah.
Because that's fresh in their mind now, and I can come up. That gets me right with. That's part of my 30 seconds intro, and I've already got the crowd because I know. A bit, like I've done. Okay, so I've done an Atlanta show one time, and there was like this huge, like it was basically a melee. In front, and it was hilarious because in front of a cash check place and a chicken joint. and as soon as I saw that, I was like, I was going.
It took a second for that to register.
And then I walked in there, and I was like, which one of y'all try to finance that 3-piece over there and got denied? And you said, fuck it, we're burning all these things down.
Yeah.
And then it was. They were like, and they knew immediately because all that. And I was like, what? And then if someone goes, man, they was arguing. I said, I don't care what they were doing. You just can't do this. I was like, people. I was like, you can't make it this easy on us. You can't have big melees in front of a cash check place and a chicken joint. You just can't. Someone should have said, this is bad.
Yeah, man.
I said, and then one guy in the crowd was like, hell yeah, they might as well have been arguing over fucking watermelons. And I was like, I died laughing. And then the whole crowd, I was like, we own. And that point, I was like, and then we just had a hoop and hollering time the rest of the time. Just because something happened.
Yeah.
And I tag on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Comics, they're listening. There you go. That's a tip for you comics.
Yeah, just follow up with it, man.
Yeah, you always want to know where you're going, what's going on around it. And you'll know. You kind of get a good grasp. You kind of get a grasp on what your crowd's going to be like.
If you want to talk about, advice for young comics and stuff, when it comes, because you've been in the comedy game since, what did you say, 98?
98 in my first set.
So this is a
first open mic,
long time. And
long time to be where I am right now. That's not a brag. That's not a brag.
So if you had advice for, whether it's your style or styles that work in general, whatever it may be, writing comedy, if you have advice for like a young comic, what would you say, man? What is it? Like, I guess, what is your process? Like, what do you?
How long have you been doing comedy?
Me? Oh, I wouldn't even consider it to be a year, to be quite honest.
So you're a
with
new
you.
comic.
Yeah, I did my first open mic like almost 10 years ago, but you can probably count on like both my hands how many times I've been on stage.
So what's your writing process?
Man, I'm old school.
Okay.
I keep a notepad in my back pocket.
Okay.
And as I think of dumb, stupid shit, one-liners, I write it in there, and then I think of a whole story, and then I try to plug those one-liners back into that story.
Okay. So
that's
basically
kinda
using like a sidebar punchlines.
Yeah,
as you're going
it doesn't work.
No. Yes, it does. You just haven't figured that part out yet.
Yeah.
Do you know comedy styles, like different styles of jokes? If I were to tell you, give me an anthropomorphism joke, could you do that for me right now?
Anthropomorphism? Like, you mean... No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should write that down.
Yeah.
That's a joke style. Basically, you're making an animal into human traits.
That's what I was getting at. I was like,
Yeah.
I was thinking of like constellations for a second. I was like, hold on.
Or that too.
Are we talking?
Any inanimate object, and you give an animate object human traits or human feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a joke style. You have metaphor jokes. You got simile jokes. You got what's called the rule of 3, or what they call an incongruent third. So you say two things that are alike, and the third is something that's opposite.
Oh, okay.
And that's right. So you're switching into that.
To show like the duality.
Right. Like the old school is like, I had to go visit my colonoscopist, and before he gave me that crystallose juice, and I was like, oh, he said you're gonna have. He goes, then I thought I could just go get some Taco Bell, which is the benefit of Taco Bell because it's good food. It's good food. It's fresh ingredients, and your bowels are going to be clean at the end. See, that's an incongruent third.
Yeah.
So the third thing I'm kicking you on.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect one of those, but there's ones out there.
Yeah, you can elaborate on it.
But you'll get it. You'll get the laugh on the incongruency every time. Because comedy really is in the incongruencies of life.
Yeah.
But that's a joke style. then there's several different kinds of joke styles, and you can just practice writing in those joke styles. Just write stupid comedy because it's basically like you're layering the foundation for yourself. So you get a topic. So you think of some dumb topic. Like what's a dumb topic you've thought of?
Oh,
just random. It doesn't matter.
Actually, well, I'll tell you a joke that I wrote the other day.
Go for it.
How about that? So I said the gender pay gap is like Sasquatch. Everyone's heard of it, but no one's seen it.
There you go. Okay. So that's a basic joke.
Yeah.
That's written. That's
Damn you, Kevin! That took me weeks to write.
It's a redirect or a misdirection joke. It's a classic joke. That's a great joke. So if your premise would be gender pay gap and how it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your premise.
Yeah.
So you take that premise and now write me a simile joke on it. Now write me a metaphor joke on it.
Oh, okay. So
now write this joke that has to do with that. Which actually, you kind of anthro-joked that one, too, because you brought Sasquatch in, which is an inanimate object.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an anthro thrown in there with it.
Yeah.
And you start writing it in different joke styles, and you may find that, oh, man, that one's funnier if I write it like this. Mm-hmm. It hits better if I actually do it. Oh, I can do it this way. And it just starts, but you have to lay that foundation first. Yeah. So I can throw a premise, which is gender pay gap. Mm-hmm. That's a premise. You're going to start doing that. Yeah. And so you can write that. You're old school. So you've got your pad, write it down, circle it, and then just do this all around it. And give me everything that has to do with gender pay gap. And write either one. And then you're going to write off of that more. And then you're going to write something that's opposite of what you just wrote. Yeah. So you reverse thing, you write what goes with gender pay gap. Yeah. And then the next one is what's opposite of that. And then as you start seeing that, you're going to start getting a picture. Now you're going to start formulating jokes. Yeah. And if you get your head in that right space, you'll just start popping jokes all out. Really? All out.
You make it sound so easy.
No. Well, it's easy to explain this.
It's not easy to do, right?
Once you train your brain to think in these ways and you lay the foundation of knowing how a joke works. Like, this is something I'll give you a tip on for you and for other comics out there. Transcribe, go on stage next time and have your set. I don't care. Just do whatever. Yeah. And then record your set. Yep. Record it. Go home and transcribe it on a piece of paper. Like every word you say, transcribe it and listen to where you've got it trained. Now, some phones will actually do that for you now. Mm-hmm. Transcribe it. And then what I want you to do is I want you to circle, every time you hear a laugh, circle the word they laughed on all the way in. And you're going to be very surprised because you're going to think, oh, this is where I get the laugh because I wrote the joke to get the laugh here, but the damn laugh was here. And you're going to learn where your funny is. You got to learn where the funny is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And once you go, see, mine is in voice inflection. I use a lot of voice inflection when I do comedy. Like, hey, what? And I just change my voice. I change the tone, change my voice. I'll make little movements that I do, and I know I get a laugh every time I do it. If I want to laugh anywhere, all I have to do is that. I don't have to add any words. No, I just have to do that, and it's a laugh because it's guaranteed. Nice. Yeah. So if I want to keep my laughs per minute up, I just got to add that in. Yeah. So, but you need to know where your funny is, because I see a lot of people who struggle with they don't understand where their funny is. Yeah. And if you don't understand where that laugh comes from and why that laugh is, you can't expound on it, because you might be using a lot of words in your comedy you don't need. You might not need all this after stuff because
it's the whole trimming the fat, right?
Yeah, your funny's right there. Yeah. Like that's not even the fun part. That's the funny part. Once you learn, that's also your voice, because everybody's is different. It's where you learn where your comedy voice is where your funny is. Yeah.
Yeah, and because there's things that I'm like passionate about.
You listen to it 10 times over, and you keep listening back to the same set. It's going to get real monotonous and real fucking boring, and people are like, damn, this is too much. It's not. If you're serious about comedy, you'll do these things. Yeah. Over and over again, going, why did they laugh here? And keep listening, and then bring somebody else in, and then you bring somebody else that ever heard it, and they'll probably laugh at the same damn point. Mm-hmm. And you can be like, okay, so now what that does once you learn your voice is that now when you're writing knowing, here's my laugh, here's my laugh, here's my laugh, here's my laugh, here's my laugh. Because you know where your laugh point is. Yeah, you already know. So now you know exactly, by your set exactly where you're getting all your laughs.
That's so cool, man.
Because you know yourself well enough, you know where your funny is. Now you can write whatever you want. You can kind of go ham on whatever, because you know where you're getting all your laughs at. Yeah. So you know whatever topic, so if you want to go gender pay gap, back to that.
Yeah.
It's a callback. If you want to go gender pay gap, now you come in knowing where your funny is.
Yeah.
So now, instead of giving because what you gave was a monotonous 2-line, it's a standard written joke.
Sure.
It's a great joke, standard written joke. But it's no personality. A chatbot could say that, and you're going to get the same effect. Because you got to add you in it. Because you're missing you.
Yeah.
So you need to always have a personalized connection with something.
Yeah.
In some way.
So, like, hypothetically, like a work-in where maybe, say, hypothetically, I worked with a woman that made an issue about a pay gap. And I could tell a story about how, well, I told her this joke, and that's how it went.
Right.
Or something like that. Like, working in to make it personal.
Anything.
Yeah.
Because it's you.
Yeah.
That way nobody can steal you.
Yeah.
Because I can steal that joke tomorrow and go tell that joke on stage.
Yeah.
Now, it's not making you laugh, but I mean, I can tell the joke on stage.
Yeah.
If I want to.
Yeah.
Because it's a generic joke written.
Yeah.
But if you personalize it to you, it's secure to you.
It's yours. Yeah.
And people are like, oh, I feel that. Because around gender pay gap is a fun topic. My brain's already right now in the back of all this is spinning 1,000 miles an hour on it, going, yeah, there's so many good alleyways you could take on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway,
it's not real.
Right. Well, even in that, I'm not saying it ain't real.
I'll say it. No.
Because I want to make what an OnlyFans stars makes.
It's just inverted. It's
that's
the
what I'm
opposite
saying. The
of
gender
what
pay
people-
gap is really bad on us. It has nothing to do with you. Sorry.
I mean, you see some of these girls, man, they start
I
jamming.
put in all the wiener in it, and I get none.
You see some of these
Of
girls,
profit.
man, they start jamming their clams, man, and the next thing you know, like literally, like within 24 hours, they made $1 million.
Oh, even faster than that.
And it's like,
sometimes.
are you shitting me? Like,
Yeah,
what?
there's
I'm out here fighting for my
there's
fucking
never
life in
been
the
a dude
streets.
ever just walked on the camera and was like, look at my dick. And it was like, and $2 million. It's never happened. It's never once happened. I don't care who you say. It's never once tired, whatever. It never happened.
So let me ask you, Kevin. When it comes to, and this will kind of get on like some personal experiences that I have with it, are there any topics you will not talk about on stage? And for example, I have a background in political science,
Right.
So passionate about politics. Just to give you full disclosure, I'm a libertarian, so I make fun of Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah,
and
I'm right in the same
try to
alley.
flip the crowds. I've
Libertarian
noticed,
anarchist
man. I've noticed, like, especially in the last year of doing open mics, if you bring up any political stuff, it like sucks the air out of the room.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that too?
Yeah. There's a lot. Well, and it's not because of the subject.
Yeah.
It's because of the person talking about the subject.
Really? Yeah.
You can talk about anything you want in comedy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason for comedy.
Yeah.
The expression of stand-up comedy is, just like you said, to say the things you can't say
Yeah.
for the average person. But also is when the availing force, be it all government, whatever the oppressor is, it's the joker backstopping, making fun of the oppressor. Mm-hmm. And I got the right to do that. Ain't shit you can do. Well, you can. You can actually throw me off the top of a building. But, you know what I mean? As they do in some countries.
Yeah. That's a real thing.
But that's a real thing. But
sorry, I gotta check this. I gotta
You're
figure
fine.
out who was it. I'm listening
No
to Kevin. I
topic.
know this is really rude, but
no topic is off limits. Now, what I will say is that you need to know, one, your comedy voice,
yes.
and you better know how to write. Because what I find at 99.99999% of the time, stage ready comics, open micers, is they come from a position of malice when they're telling that joke. They're so against it. You can tell when someone's passionate against something.
Personal in the wrong way.
Yes. And you can tell. That's an energy you can feel, you can see from a mile away, and you cannot hide it. You can't hide it.
Yeah.
That's who you are.
It's a bias.
And when you see that, you're lost. Stop. Just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing it right. Now,
Whether it's politics, race,
a person
gender,
that can step
whatever.
back from the situation, draw out of a situation, and now write something really smart that isn't so brash, but actually write a brilliant piece that involves that topic in a funny way.
Yeah.
That is where that you can talk about anything. It's all about the delivery, but you need to be very careful. But if you're going to talk about things that are hot button issues, that are things that people are being shot over in this country right now for, if you're going to be that guy, understand that you need to learn how to deliver that material in a way that's still funny, but won't have a bullet put in your head.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even though you can and be whatever, but there's a smarter way around it. And if you're being, it's low hanging fruit. You're just being, being an ass. You're not really being a comic. You're more being an asshole. There's an asshole comedy out there. So there is some comedy. Shout out to Brian Holtzman. I fucking love you. Who is the
dude? I saw
one of the
him,
biggest asshole comedy. I love him.
Last June, I think I saw him perform.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
And I had never heard of him prior to that. And then he gets up on stage, and for 45 minutes, and it just keeps
leans down,
escalating and escalating. Like, dude, oh my god! Like it's worth getting tickets to see that guy anytime you get a chance.
Brian is amazing, and
I met him after the show. Dude, one of the nicest guys you'd ever meet.
Oh yeah,
you would never guess that he did stuff like that on stage.
That's his stage persona.
Yeah.
So basically, the deal with Brian Holtzman
is a total mindfuck.
Yeah. The deal with Brian Holtzman is he doesn't do comedy for audiences.
Yeah.
He uses the audience to do comedy for himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's using that. He don't give a fuck what you're doing.
Yeah.
He ain't here for your enjoyment. He's here for his enjoyment, and he's using you because you've bought tickets and you're trapped in the room now. Although you can leave.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But
He's very well known to have people walking out. He used to have a B-roll. A guy was outside video on everybody. That's the biggest piece of shit in the fucking world. And everybody hating him. And I've known him to actually like play that before the shows, like intro. There's like, here's my show.
So have you worked with Brian before?
Not personally, I haven't, but I was adjacent plenty of times.
Kind of like in passing, yeah.
Well, I never was when I was in LA. I never, because he did the Comedy Store, but he's real late night.
Yeah.
So I don't stay up that damn late. Now, when that about 12, 1 o'clock hits, I'm like, oh, this is where all the bad shit happens. I'm going to fuck home.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the hotel room hearing about all the shit that just went down. So I was like, I'm not staying for that. But I've always been adjacent around him, but love that dude. One day I'll probably end up on a show with him at some point, as I do with everybody else. I'm like, at some point. I don't press the issue. I just
keep doing it. Keep rolling with it, man.
I'm at a point in my career where I have a full-time job. So,
absolutely.
But this isn't a hobby either for me. Comedy this is my passion.
You're trying to make a living out of it.
Yeah, well, I will, because I'm retiring in a few years from my job, which is UPS man. I'll retire in a few years, have a pension, insurance, and so I could just free to do what I want. And at that point, I'm going ham.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of free time, man.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. So I'm kind of gearing up and doing
How much
more
longer
and
you
more
got
shows.
until you retire?
Do what?
How much longer you got till you
2
retire?
years.
2 years?
September 2027, I'm going.
Dude, that is right around the corner.
Yep. So I've been gearing up, kind of.
Yeah.
I overdid myself 2024, so I slowed down this last year. I did way too many shows. 2024, I was like, you know what? Let's go ham. Let's see what I can do.
Yeah.
And literally wrecked me.
How many shows do you think you did in a year?
Did 135 shows.
Jesus Christ, bro.
With a full-time UPS job.
How?
I never was asleep. I would go. I'd leave work, go straight to shows days in the week. The weekends, I was always traveling somewhere. So these are individual shows. So sometimes I would go do like a Saturday, but I'm doing 2 or 3 shows. Mm-hmm. So this is just everywhere I pick a show up.
Yeah, for sure. Like say hypothetically, I don't know, you went to Austin. It's like I'm gonna hit these 4 clubs in one night.
Yeah, but there was all because I do comedy everywhere. I mean, I was just fucking everywhere. I never was still. I never had a day off. I remember going stretches in my house. Went in my house like, man, this house is like shit. Yeah, because I'm
falling
not
apart.
Here.
Yeah, you're not there.
All I'm doing, I'm eating, shitting, sleeping, and I'm leaving.
Yeah,
that's all I'm doing.
Just
here.
Dishes keep piling up in the sink. You know?
Well, not that I am not a freak, but I ended up getting really sick after the Christmas season that year, January, and then my health went. No, you're not doing this anymore. I gained like 40 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, you're eating like shit because you're eating on the road.
Yeah.
I'm stopping in at McDonald's and
all the
Taco
time.
Bell, especially Taco Bell late at night. The only place fucking open is Taco Bell or McDonald's or whatever, and I'm eating that constantly. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I went from like 180, 185, nice and trim fit, because I'm a thick person, muscle-wise, but to being a fat ass, and I'm like, oh, here's where I am.
Yeah.
And then my body's like, stop. So I had that hard reset the first this year, and I spent January to April or whatever, I maybe did 2 or 3 shows because I was bad health, and I was still working UPS because I had zero energy.
Yeah, all your energy is going straight to working.
Yep. And then get home like 0, and I'm like negative. So I just didn't book myself. Then I slowly kind of got myself back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I've got to gear up again.
What did you? You
2026.
don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
No,
What'd you have, man? Health.
Okay, so being a UPS man, I have been bitten by brown recluses probably 50 times. They're always in the boxes because they hide in the box. The spiders, just spiders in general, bees, wasps. We get the shit beat out of us.
Yeah.
By all the elements.
We actually just interviewed a mailman from.
We are the elements.
U.S. Postal Service.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, and he was like a Army, or he was a sorry, he's gonna kill me if he hears that. Marine veteran, and yeah, so he broke it down like what it's
he's
really
a Marine
like.
veteran.
Yeah,
he's not gonna understand that joke.
But no, yeah, he talked about it. His, I think mostly he was like dogs.
Yeah, well, I so have a background in dog training.
Yeah.
From an early childhood, so even bad dog, I know bad dogs I stay away from. I know how to stay away from a bad dog, but most of my dogs, even the aggressive ones, a few deliveries and I've got them trained. Yeah. They're mine. I'll train them to me. So I'll alpha the dog, and now it's my dog basically.
Yeah. We had a dog trainer on too, and he kind of talked a little bit about that and stuff. But
there's a gun shop that I deliver to all the time, and I won't give the gun shop away, but he's got a big Rottweiler. Shout out to Bear, he ain't watching podcast. And he's really aggressive, but I basically alphaed him, trained him, and I trained him so good that when I show up, when I would deliver to the gun shop, he would, I won't say his name, would laugh with his friends, like, watch what he does. The dog jumps, comes to me, turns around, and I can point him, and I can make him actually start barking at his owner. And he'll keep his owner away from me. And if his owner will try to walk out to me, he'll walk up and start barking, and he's like, see?
Dude, I find dog training to be absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, really, if you can do it, it's hard work.
Yeah,
But
you got to risk getting bit, too. I mean, it's just things you got to do. But there's ways to mitigate getting bit and how to know how a dog actually bites and the mechanics. The mechanics of a dog biting use of each of breeds is basically the same. So as long as you know self-defensive moves, you can keep that at a minimum.
Sure, absolutely. Man.
But back to when I was sick, because we're rabbit trails.
Yeah, we're just bouncing all over the place.
Because I had done all that crap in 2024, my body was crap, I was trash. Yeah. And then right after the first of the year, I just got bit by a brown recluse. On my ass.
On your ass?
On my ass. And I felt this pinch. And this is what we did. We're going there, you're like, ooh, a little pinch there. I'm like, oh, it's a pinch. I'm like, it's probably something bit me. You just probably pop. You hit yourself a few times there. Whatever is dead. And then you get over it.
Brown recluse though, man, like it like causes like what is it, necrosis?
We'll get there.
Oh God.
But like before.
Don't tell me you have a hole in your ass. 2 holes in your ass.
We'll get there. No, I've been bit by them before, and they cost a little bit. You knock them out, but once you have been bitten enough, you pretty much. I mean, you're not immune from it, but it doesn't affect you like anybody else. It's like I said, we're used to the shit. We're just used to it. So, and I got bit, and I'm like, I said, something bit me, whatever. I'm just carrying on, and I'm sitting there going, and I'm like, and then I started sweating. About an hour later, I'm like, I'm sweating, and this is January, so I'm like, should not be sweating.
Yeah, something's not right here.
And I'm like, all right, and I had to pee anyways, and I was on the route, so I pulled over to the gas station to go pee, and I'm like, man, the hell am I sweating for? So I'm peeing, and I felt something back there. I'm like, and I reached back and I was like, oh, I got a lemon side. I was like, oh.
So it like swells up first, like really bad?
Yeah, like a lemon. And I'm like, oh, this bad. So I immediately called my boss, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
And I told him, I think I felt it. I knew it was a bite. And so I went to the emergency room right after that day. And perfect little bite mark, and it just got me. And I took a few days off, had drainage, all that kind of shit. And then that's not, because my already condition is weakened. Yeah. It just went crazy and spread.
Holy shit,
went sepsis twice, but I caught it early. So
were you in like ICU?
Not ICU. I didn't have lots and lots of antibiotics, IV antibiotics. I am a freak when it comes to medical stuff. So my family and all that was in medical fields and stuff. So I'm on top of it. Yeah. Plus my ex was a nurse, and even though she's a shitty, great nurse.
Well, shit, if I ever get sick, I'm going to call you, man.
And she was cool, and I told her right when it happened, she's like, no, I'm coming over because screw these ER people. Yeah. And so she helped me out a lot. Shout out to her for that one. She really did help me a lot during that period, keeping me out of being put under. I got to the point where the doctor was like, if this does not go, because he was circling around, he goes, if this does not go down at all, we're going to have to admit you. Yeah. And basically possibly put to the process where they have to put you in a coma and then give you hard antibiotics. Got to shut all your stuff down to do it.
Yeah.
Because it was ravaging everything on me.
Holy
for like
shit.
4 months. While I'm doing deliveries at UPS, mind you.
Yeah.
So
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm tough.
Yeah. No
in ways I
shit.
don't want to be. But I got through it.
Yeah.
But I had no bandwidth for nothing else. And
Yeah.
so I spent maybe a month at that time not working. So there was like 1 week there on the first one. Then when it got real bad again, I think I spent 3-4 weeks in a row just at the house, just doing everything I could do not to die.
Yeah, dude, you're like literally dying.
Yeah, I'm just not to die. That's all I'm doing. So, but
The goal is to not die here.
Well, Max got into like IV therapy after, like she was the travel nurse.
Is it like the Ways to Well stuff?
Yeah, well, it's yeah,
Yeah.
one of those kind of companies. But she did that after like contract nursing and all that from the pandemic. So she already had all this. So it was almost every other day bringing me bags, keeping me hydrated, making sure.
You think if you didn't have that, you'd be here right now?
Yeah, I think I'd be here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you don't really know.
Thank God for the miracles of Western medicine, ladies and gentlemen. Like,
Yeah,
holy
oh,
shit.
we went for that. Oh, I'm dead. And basically I basically packed everything, took everything in myself because I know how to do all that.
Jesus,
So once
man.
the doctor does it, I don't need to go back to the doctors for this.
So you get sick and you go through all this stuff, man. And so then you're like, okay, now it's time to get back to comedy. Do you just come back like a fucking Marvel character, like with a vengeance? And you're just
100%.
like, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I got a reason to live now. Let's do
What?
this.
Okay. Oh, that kind of motivation?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. It plays in there. But more, I just came back just because I needed to feel good again. It's a dopamine hit.
Oh, yeah.
It's like any drug. So it's like, okay, I've been without my drug for a while. I was like, I'm fiending for the comedy.
People don't know what it's like. I mean, even like when I just do like open mics, man, when I get it like just a decent amount of chuckles, like it's such an overwhelming feeling. It's like,
Right.
holy shit. Like that's
and I'm
good.
an inside sufferer.
Yeah.
So nobody in the community knew what was going on. Maybe a few people.
Yeah.
Because I don't suffer in public. So they were like, hey, were you taking a break, man? Whatever, because you were hauling ass. I'm like, yeah. And then they were like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, I just don't talk about it to people. I don't need Facebook posts and shout outs and thoughts and prayers. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need thoughts and prayers. I need IV medications. trying to not become a fentanyl addict. I didn't take any pain medicine at all.
Yeah, I try
Not
to
else.
be real careful with that, man. I never finish a prescription whenever I have them.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't do them at all. I just don't get them at all.
Really?
I just don't.
Just don't.
It don't matter what it is. I'm like, don't. I was like, it's okay.
I had to have a bunch of dental work done. They gave me a bunch of Vicodin, and like, dude, I mean, this is probably 10 years ago. So this is when Oxycontin was a real problem, And so I think, they're like, okay, it's gonna be like 3 days to recover, and they were like, take like one of these every 6 to 8 hours, and I was like, okay, and then the prescription was for 30 pills.
Yeah.
And I was like, how does that math work? Like, I didn't cause a stink. Like, I was at the pharmacy, whatever. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
They're being lobbied to give you that.
Yeah.
It's a lobby. It's all about, no, when you give a prescription, they want you to.
Yeah, dude, it shocked. I was like, damn it. Like, and I never finish. I use it enough to get over the initial hump of like, okay. And then once it becomes tolerable, then it's like, all right, like, yeah, we're done here.
Don't take it. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I just credit and go.
Yeah.
My brain, you can really shut off a lot. There's a lot of pain in your life you can just shut off if you know how to meditate properly and just like divert your brain to other things.
Yeah.
Or you hurt another part of your body and now you're really.
Now, all of a sudden, that's not a big issue anymore, right?
It's like you bounce around a UPS truck all day. You're just like doing this all fucking day. You're like, oh yeah, headache ain't really nothing anymore. You know what I mean? It's just part of the aches.
Yeah.
Now it's nothing to it. Which was so bad about when I came back to UPS because I'm sitting in a truck getting jackhammered all day.
Yeah.
And where was all my infections at?
In your ass.
On my ass. So I took this big ass like pillow thing, like those contour pillow things
Yeah.
they give you, orthopedic, whatever.
Like the medical.
So I bought one of those and sat on there. So now I'm sitting about 6 inches higher on the steering than I'm normally. So I had to pull the seat all the way down and bring that bastard with me all day, every day. And they were like, what the hell is that? I was like, the only thing that's allowing me to do this job.
Yeah.
Because one boss was like, I said, if I can't do that,
I can't be
I'm
here.
walking out. And he was like, have a nice day. He walks away. I was like, be safe out there, Kevin. I said, seatbelt fits over? Yep, we're good. So yeah, I was like
man.
way stretching the seatbelt all the way down to get on. But it was literally the only thing because it had to take all the pressure point out of the bottom.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I was like, They should make these seats like this.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. It's not exactly the same thing, but a few years back, man, I bought it off Amazon, surprisingly enough, but a memory foam mattress. Yeah, they delivered a fucking mattress to my front door, a queen size one,
literally every day.
And I was like, this is ridiculous, like the size of the box. I mean, it's all flat and rolled up, but it's still a massive box. But anyway, man, I think it was only like $300 or $400, dude. Game changer.
Oh, I know.
I was like, bro.
I have one of the most expensive beds you can buy.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's.
Is it got like the mechanical adjustable stuff into it?
It's heaven,
dude.
It's a spinning sun. It's a spinning sun. It's heaven. It's heaven. Heaven. I have girls that I have met that hate me now.
Really?
But still want to come lay in my bed. They will compromise all of their moral structure.
Yeah, I'll come watch your dog this weekend if you need.
I don't have dogs. They don't have dogs. They're like, you know what? You're a fucking asshole, but I'll come hang out with you if you let me spend the night. And they just come over there to snore in my bed.
What is it about your bed, man? That's like,
I can't explain it. It's just.
It's just like it's.
Have you ever been Have you ever been in a deprivation chamber?
No, never have. I want to try it. I hear it gets weird, but yeah.
It's the closest thing to a deprivation chamber that I've ever felt. I lay in my bed. I'm in the perfect position my body wants to be in, and I feel there's no pressure points. I don't feel any of that mattress feel or in something. Everything disappears.
How much did this bed cost you?
A lot.
How much is a lot?
Huh?
How much is a lot?
A 5-digit number.
Ooh.
That's not the base. That's just the mattress. I'm just throwing it out.
Bro, you bought a car.
Yeah, but the reason why I did this is you don't spend a third of your life in a car.
Yeah.
You do spend a third of your life on a mattress.
Yeah.
Period. Third of your life is spent sleeping.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to spend the money somewhere to be comfortable for me to have something, it's going to be a third of my life which is there.
I spent a lot of time in Asia, man. There was a lot of times where I was sleeping on like.
Oh yeah. In
mats.
Japan the same way. You're like,
I was like, oh my god, I can't.
Let's just sleep
this,
on
man.
bamboo, and it's basically bamboo with a sheet around it, and you're like.
And I was like in my early 20s, and I was like waking up with like back problems. I was like, oh my god,
You're back there thinking this place needs some freedom. We need to see more American flags around here, some freedom. They need some mattresses here.
So I wanted to ask you another question, man, because I know we had a couple talking points we kind of wanted to get through, and I honestly, because you've been in comedy for so long, I just had a bunch of questions for you.
Ask me.
So club etiquette, man, and like comedy etiquette. That was one thing that we talked about.
Okay, that's a big one.
Yeah, from like the consumer perspective.
Right. So you're talking about like the people coming into the show, or like a comic's perspective?
Well, we can talk about both. Like what's okay for a comic to do and not do, and then a customer, patron or whatever. No. Like how should you be, man?
We can get into that.
And maybe some stories where you've just ran into the worst shit.
As a comic, you're a business.
Yeah.
You don't. Most people are like, "I'm just gonna talk shit." No, you're not. If you're serious about this is a business. And so you represent yourself as you would represent a business. If you were going to own a business, what would you expect of your employees? Would you expect your employees to just come into work when they feel like it and leave work that needs to be done undone?
Yeah.
No, you want them to be on time, right? You want them to at least get their tasks done. Mm-hmm. You don't really care what they look like because you don't really care about that. You don't really care. The personal things in their life, you don't. As long as it doesn't interfere with getting the job done, you need to get done. Be on time, do your job, leave when you need to leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't work extra because I don't want to pay you extra. Leave when you need to leave. So if your job is 8 to 5, I want you here and ready to work at 8, not clocking in and now you take 15 minutes after 8.
And now you want to get started.
Right. Now, no, you're getting started at 8:30. No, I need you here and ready to go at 8. So if you need to get here about 7:30, get your shit together to start at 8, do that. That's what I expect. That's normal expectations with employment. Mm-hmm. If your job ends at 5, you don't get paid any overtime. Wrap it up 5, clock out and go home. Get out the door. Comedy is no different. When you're going to shows, don't be late to a show. Arrive early. Get there early enough so that you can, because most time we're driving in, so that you can get your stuff together, put your stuff down somewhere, go use the bathroom if you need to. I always like to walk around the rooms and kind of feel, I want to get an early energy for the room. Mm-hmm. And because to me, it's almost like I get to walk through the room and all of my areas because like I am putting my own good vibes and energy in the room that I'm about to be in. That's just my process. You don't have to do that. It's my process.
Yeah, just know the lay of the land.
But I want to know where, and sometimes if I can, I'll get on the stage and I'm like, okay, I know how I move on stage. All right, I'm going to be able to swoop. It's called swooping the audience. So if it's too wide, if you're on like a theater stage, I know I'm going to have to way over here, and then the crowd here, I don't need to stand too far this way to the stage. I need to go back.
Yeah.
So that I can swap you in, and I need to know that. This is all in the prep before I do a show, because you don't want to be too far up, and now you don't want to do that. It looks unprofessional. So this is what I do. I get there on time. A big no-no. It's controversial. I don't really care. Don't fuck the staff. This is
everywhere I've ever worked,
easy as it gets.
Don't fuck the hell is what I've called it.
Fuck the staff. Don't fuck the staff. Don't hit on the staff. Yeah. You can be nice and be a gentle and compliment. Yeah. I'm a complimentary person.
Like, hey, your makeup looks really good.
I gas people up all the time because I'm in that space where we gas, because that's another thing that you kind of, a good thing you get from being in the black space is you get the gas. No, girl, you looking fucking fly tonight. You wearing that dress. Yeah. And it makes them feel good for the night.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
You just gassing them up and moving on. And I do that everywhere, and that's okay to do.
Pro tip for the ladies out there: if you compliment a man, dude, it like takes.
Oh, it's 100%.
Oh yeah, it's a whole nother level.
Well, one of two ways. One, I'm really like, you're being a really nice person. Or two, I'm like, you forgot your wallet at home and you need a drink. No. And I'm just like, just cut through it. What do you need? You need 3 drinks. I'll put 3 drinks on there. You're good, girl. Leave me alone. Yeah. Now, but staff, no. Be on time. Mm-hmm. Shake everybody's hand. Yeah. Your bar, if you're in a club, every club works on, their money is made through the bar. Mm-hmm. Tickets and bar. Not really too much on tickets, more bar. Yeah. Go in there and rather dap up, shake, acknowledge every bartender. Everyone. Acknowledge every wait staff. Yeah. Everyone. Know their names. Be cool with them. If you have a tab with them, tip the shit out of them. You better over tip. Yeah. My minimum tip's $20, and that's if I get one drink, I'm tipping $20. Yeah. On the drink. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Tip them. They want to know. They're like, hey, what's up, Kevin? I've got some. I walk in. They'll look up above people and acknowledge me. Yeah. You want your normal? All right.
It just creates a good image, man. It creates a good atmosphere, too, because then once people know they're being taken care of and acknowledged and respected, then it's like, okay, now we can work together.
Get to know your owners of the club or your manager. Same thing. Shake that person's hand. Shake your security guy at the door's hand. Yeah. Because he's keeping you safe. You want to be cool with that guy. If anybody, you want to be cool with that guy. Yeah. But learn who your management is. Something that I like to do too. Your DJs. Mm-hmm. So every show at a DJ, and I like to say this, and there's going to be some people probably come out. I don't care, because I've got the stats to bore this out. Most of your DJs in these bigger your actual established clubs are undercover bookers.
Oh, really?
They don't directly book comics, but they're the ones that are watching the whole show. Mm-hmm. So if you've got 5 comics on the show, that guy is back there watching. If you're making that guy laugh, if you've got that DJ back there going, he's going to be asked later, hey, how'd the show go? Oh, man, the show good. Okay, good friend of mine, Jade Estrada, shout out, awesome guy. This Jade, oh, my God. Yeah. Dude, he lit everybody up. And that guy's, oh, no. So if Jade reaches out, oh, I got you. And then Jay gets a spot there. Dang. And you got it because of that DJ. Mm-hmm. Because that DJ mentioned your name.
There you go.
So be cool with your DJ.
Yeah, for sure.
I always shake their hands. Make sure we got walk-on music or whatever he's doing walk-on. Sometimes I'll let him have control. I'll say, hey, here's my set list. And I'll just give my little set list. So if you think there's a song that you think would be funny with that set list, you're creative. You go, or you give me this song. You choose. And a lot of them are like, thanks, dude. They'll come out with mixed stuff for me. Yeah. And it's all good.
That's cool, man.
And then on the back end, they're like, oh, that dude's cool right there. Yeah. And if he says your name to any manager, you just took 3 steps up above the rest of the crowd of comics who are always like, hey, you got spot open or can I open or whatever. Yeah. That you just took 2 or 3 steps above all those people. Just because, oh, this guy gets it. He's cool with my staff and he's funny. And if my staff says you're funny, you're funny.
Hell yeah.
And if I get enough time before there and if the staff shows up to work on time too, then I'll get joke styles from my waitresses. And if the bartender or whatever's in the room, I'll go learn. I did that at Punchline in Houston because the way their setup is the bar, even though the bar is in the room, it's way back at the corner, so it doesn't really interfere.
Yeah.
But it's in the same room. It's not closed off. So when I was there, I was like, what's your favorite kind of comedy? The bartender's back there. So during my set, I just stopped during the set and did a joke for each of them.
Oh,
in their style. So I wrote a style they had in, because I have all kinds of material.
Damn, Kevin,
so
you're like really professional with this.
I'm metriced.
Yeah.
Because just like I want to write something to make them laugh.
Because I can't tell you the majority of comics that I've dealt with, which I know we just interviewed Dakota and Brian primarily on here, and we've had a couple other guys, and they're all professionals. Like they're all, you know, I mean, goofy, obviously comedy, but at the end of the day, it's a business, right? But a lot of like, especially when you get into like the open mic, seedy cesspool, man, like there's none of that. There's no talk of any of that because no one knows what they're doing.
Well, because that's the way comedy is. Yeah, it's like everything. It's you're wandering in the dark until you figure it out. Yeah, it's kind of you have to kind of figure it out. But once you start getting that, you start learning. This takes years to learn this. Yeah. But and like I said,
we're also moving the studio here at the end of the year. We're moving to Shreveport.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I know you operate a lot with your comedy.
I got every connection you need in Shreveport.
Man, dude. Anytime you come rolling through there to do shows, you're more than welcome to come on the show, man.
Yeah, I'll come through there and do promotions with you. I'll help you out on that one. But I can connect you to everybody you need to be connected to.
It'd be cool, man.
And Shreveport's good ground.
Yeah.
It's a fun place.
Yeah.
It gets down. That Shreveport scene, I'm telling y'all, it's such an underrated scene. It is, because a lot of people be hating on Shreveport and they go fuck themselves.
I love Shreveport. I love it.
There's a stack of comedians that I put on my show, because I do a lot of productions, that I'll put against any person on any fucking stage in the world. I don't care who you give me your all-star team, I'll match them. And if you go and if you go away from star power, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you can't say Kevin Hart. No, you got to go about Kevin Hart's comedy style, because everybody's gonna know Kevin Hart and they're gonna laugh just because he's Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Like even if he's not funny.
Right. They're gonna laugh because even if he's not. Okay. But I can give you Clyde Williams, and I think Clyde's funnier than Kevin. And if you listen to the actual jokes and the style's going, you'll laugh more with Clyde than you will with Kevin.
I'm excited, man.
100%.
Can't wait.
100%. Shout out to Clyde. He's one of my favorites, too. But there's people there. Tristan Lex.
Yeah.
That little silent comic, the one-liner comic I
told
you about.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier. Sitting in the corner bouncing.
I will put him. There's like a John Merrifield that's over there in Lafayette area. If I didn't butcher your name, sorry. But he's amazing. Yeah. He's another two-line.
I met Glenn Stewart out of there.
Oh, Glenn's awesome. We just did his roast last night.
What's up?
We just did his roast
last
night.
I saw that on last night. Yeah, like his farewell. And then
Glenn's another banger.
Garrett Nelson.
Garrett's he's a good kid. Garrett is such a good kid, and he's funny, and he's an up-and-comer. Yeah. He's got everything. He's got every tool he needs to be very successful. Yeah. He's just learning his voice.
So if you had to say it, man, how many like legit comedians do you think you have in Shreveport?
Oh, God.
Say 20, 30?
Yeah, in that range.
Somewhere in there.
I'm sitting there trying to, my brain's sitting there going, yeah, it gets up there. I mean, you probably got, probably more, to be honest with you. Because there's a lot of people that are from Shreveport that have moved. Like Shivanity. Yeah. Shivanity's awesome. Amazing comic. She's going everywhere. She's doing movies and stuff now. She's from Shreveport. She a banger. Yeah. Trey Mack. Trey Mack is actually a Dallas guy. Shout out to Trey. That dude, he's a great human. Yeah. But he does clean comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's a rare thing.
He does clean, and he is a murderer.
Speaking of clean comedy, I've heard there is a huge market for it.
Of course, there's markets everywhere. Yeah. So if you do blue comedy, you're limited to where blue comedy is allowed, which is going to be your clubs, your bars, your this, your that. Okay. But if you know how to do clean comedy well, like Trey Mack is is one of the examples I use everywhere, anyways, because Trey does comedy in all the blue spaces, murders, but then he also gets to do he also does cruise line comedy. Yeah. That you're able to do that. He does also this whole other clean side of where he does churches and other events and Christian events and all. And he's got a whole realm of comedy open to him that nobody has. Yeah. Because they don't want to hear your dick jokes in the church. So, yeah, that's tend to be frowned on. Yeah. Unless you're Catholic, and then they accept those in the Catholic Church. Mass is pretty much open. But they don't, But yeah, you got to think of your market. It's a business. So what are you giving customers? Okay, well, if I have these products to sell, well, I'd make more money if I sold products here too, wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's dirt, blue comedy, clean comedy.
Yeah.
That's just I have clean sets. I've got a couple of cleans. I've got about 30 minutes of clean, of like tight clean. And if I'm messing with the audience, I can stretch that to 45 to an hour if I want to.
Sure.
If I have the time,
just
I'm doing
crowd
it.
Work, stuff
Wait,
like
well,
that.
if I know a show I'm going to, a specific show, it's a clean show that I'm booked, and I've got 45 to an hour to do it, I'm going to do my metrics to it. I'm going to learn what's in the town. I'm going to learn the city, and I'm going to learn who my audience is. I'm going to learn what the funny things in the city are. What's the biggest churches? What's this? What do they love to do out there? Do they have a pickleball court? That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
And now I can go out there and spend 20 minutes just relating to them. And I got them. And then I can go into and I can leave material in or then start my material and all at the same time.
Yeah.
But I can do clean too. So I can open myself up to clean space too.
Yeah. Because I think the number one comedian that's clean that I always hear being thrown around is like Nate Bargatze.
Nate is. I was going to say, you better say Nate.
And he's good, man.
Oh,
and
Nate's amazing.
I got dark humor. I love that stuff.
Yep.
That's always been my go-to.
Yep.
I grew up on Carline, kind of put it in perspective. And, man, but I watch Nate, and I'm like, this is actually really funny.
And you can take your kids to see Nate.
Yeah.
That's why Gabriel Iglesias was so big.
Yeah.
Because Gabriel was just funny.
Yeah.
And
fluffy, right?
Yep. You could watch him at 3 o'clock in the afternoon with your kids there. You're dying laughing. Your kids are dying laughing. Everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
Watch him at night. You're dying laughing. You go in the middle of a club where this guy's talking about whacking off in a library, whatever, and Gabriel get kill it. And he is universally funny.
What do you? I heard of. Well, I watched a special that he had. He's a upcoming young Hispanic comedian. What is it? Ralph Barbosa.
Oh, Barbosa. Yeah, he was in Dallas.
Because I think he said he worked in Hyenas a lot, and I was kind of curious. I was like, man, I wonder if Kevin's cross paths with that guy.
Yeah, several times with that in Dallas Comedy Club mostly.
Yeah. Dude,
not really
hilarious guy, man. I like his tone where it's almost like
he's funny. Ralph is a guy who's just always naturally funny, and I'll say this about Ralph. Ralph was very metriced.
Yeah.
Because where you see people hanging out at open mics and moving around, because I saw Ralph a few times at open mics and a few times at shows, and no, everybody's bouncing around, getting their drinks, chit-chatting, whatever. Ralph's at the very back on a table with his book out, and he's just writing down. He's going over his set. He's recording it. He gets out there, goes right back, taking notes down from his set he just did. He's very, very metric. And I was like, and as soon as I saw him, I was like, yep. And I heard him. And he's just funny. I said, he's just funny. His delivery's perfect. He's saying no extra words.
Yeah.
He's just funny. He's undeniably funny.
Yeah.
And he got in the space. And then he in comedy, so comedy is also the best way to put it, the best way I've ever thought about it enough to put it, is comedy is like surfing. Okay? If you know anything about surfing?
No, not really.
So let's not. But you've seen surfers before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get
so we're all out on the ocean, and we're all waiting on our board, and we're all waiting on a wave. And a big wave comes. Not everybody gets to get that wave.
Yeah.
And sometimes that might be the surfer's first day out in the water, and he catches the break because the break point of that wave was right by him.
Yeah, that's
and so he got to get on the wave.
Yeah.
Now he may not ride that wave very long, because he may not have the skill it takes to fully ride that wave. But if you're in, because that comedy is really you got to be at the right place, right time, which is why the surf analogy works. Because you can be doing everything. I'm an OG. I'm a veteran in it. I know how to do every structured joke.
Yeah.
I know how waves come. I know what the look of a wave is too. And when I'm ready, because I can't because of my day job, when I'm ready, I'll know to position myself where I know that wave's going to break.
Yeah. And
I can position myself to be able to catch a wave.
Let me ask you a question.
And then when I do, I'm going to ride it all the way to the fucking shore.
This is a theory that I have. You can tell me I'm crazy.
Go for it.
Do you feel like a wave's coming in Shreveport?
Oh, several.
Yeah.
There's several waves in Shreveport.
Because I feel like Austin is
50 cents.
oversaturated.
50 Cent is heavily invested. He did the Humor and Harmony show down there.
He built, what, $100 million studio or something like that?
Yeah, and there's talks of other places he's, bought out, buildings for areas. He loves comedy. So there's a really good chance, there's an extremely good chance, I'm just telling you this, that a major corporate club is coming back to the Shreveport-Bossier area.
That's what I'm talking
And that
about.
will be a hub. And that, just like it was before, it'll be another center hub. Now, Quinn, I love you. LOLs could be that if Quinn took it that serious.
Yeah.
And just broadened it out a little bit.
How many comedy clubs are in Shreveport, actually? Because I know there's LOLs, but then there's the Don't Take This Serious, but they kind of just
Well,
ran out.
DTTS, that's with Chris Luker. Now, he does production. He's a comedy producer.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's got East Bank Theater, and they do stuff like a place called the Tiki Bar, which is fun.
Yeah.
Fun joint.
Because that's the first place I'm hitting, actually, whenever I get there.
The Tiki
in
joint's
December.
always, it's a great open mic. It's fun.
I'll text you when I go, man.
Mark Pugh, please. Mark Pugh, shout out to Mark, just opened, and Clyde, the guy I talked about, just opened Shreveport Comedy Club, which is now Shreveport Comedy Club. It's small, it's independent, it's opening.
How many
I
people
love
does it seat?
I think
roughly.
probably 50, 60.
Oh,
right
that's
now,
perfect.
But with room to expand.
Yeah.
So, God, I hope it works. Just because they need something to establish. Because when you have a big club that comes in, it doesn't mean your clubs go away that are around it. Actually, it boasts them.
Yeah.
Because what it does,
absolutely.
it creates a scene. If you only got one good club in a town, like right now, the only official, like legit official comedy club is LOL's. That's there. That's open and running.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's
you
an
can look at an
official club.
example like Rose City Comedy
Right.
in Tyler. Like,
Right.
it's the only
Yeah.
one there.
Right.
And Tyler's a pretty good sized city.
It's a good market.
You know?
And what I told Christopher, shout out to Christopher.
Yeah.
We're listening again. No,
I'm going to go through and count how many shout outs you did. And I think
do this.
you're at like
I do
17.
I do this all the time. Like, shout out to that.
Dude, I'm all for it, man.
I'm a shout out person. Look, I love Killer Mike.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Killer Mike?
Dude, I've heard
awesome,
that name.
Yeah,
in
no,
passing, yeah.
awesome rapper. But anytime he ever does, he shouts out to everyone in his life. He'll be telling stories like, "Yeah, I remember Oscar was a janitor from high school. Shout out to Oscar. We'll listen again." And he does this that's his tick, and it's so fun. I'm like,
Yeah.
and it stuck with me. And I was like, shout out. So I just have to give shout outs. And I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
because like I feel that every time I talk about somebody, I should shout them out.
Well, I'll tell you this, man, because we don't have Moses, my co-host, on here, man. Today, like I said, he has some stuff that came up. But we're moving the studio to Shreveport. Well, technically Bossier, but I call it all
It's all the
Shreveport. And, man, while I do comedy as a hobby for fun, open mics, I think that's as far as it'll ever go for me, to be honest. I love media. I love film. I love all that stuff, dude. And we want to bring a voice to these people. Like, you know, it just...
Which is actually the part, I'll tell you this, that's the part that's needed more than anything in that scene. Because everybody's on the being a comic, wanting to pursue comedy, and wanting to pursue getting on stage and actually telling the jokes, getting the tickets, and the whole inner workings and the business side of just operating a comedy club. There's tons of media people on doing that there, but there's not a focus on someone who can come in and surround that community and go, hey, we want to give you video, audio support for what you're doing to help branch us out.
And I'll tell you this too, Kevin.
That's what they need.
Yeah, I'll tell you this too. We're actually starting a sketch comedy series too.
Okay.
And if that goes well, then we're going to try to self-produce our own TV show.
Oh, awesome.
And we're going to put it for free on YouTube.
Awesome.
So when I get
That's the way
there,
to go.
when I get there, man, if you can introduce me to comedians that want to act.
Whenever you get moved in and get your stuff set up down there, get with me. We'll hit a weekend.
Just hit clubs.
Yeah, just hit them on the weekend. I'll introduce you to every single person there.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure you got everyone you're going to need to know.
I really think we can blow Shreveport out of the water, man.
Tanya D is also another comedian you need to get a hold of.
Yeah.
She is hilarious. She's a pastor.
Oh, really?
Murdered on stage. Oh, she is hilarious on stage. Hilarious. Shout out Tanya D.
Yeah.
She's hilarious, but she's also very clean, awesome person to be with, very business-minded, knows her shit.
Yeah.
And very, very metric in that way.
Dude, let's do it.
So she's awesome.
So I gotta wrap this up here in a second, man, because I got somebody coming up behind you. But I do have to ask you. I've been staring at your hat this entire interview.
Yeah.
And I do not know the backstory, but it says "Make the dually gay."
Yeah.
What is that?
Listen. So I had a premise, and the reason why I had this premise is because when Dylan Mulvaney got put on that Bud Light thing,
yeah,
and then Kid Rock, in the most redneck way ever, was like, "I'm going to spend $15,000 on some Bud Light just to shoot it with a damn AK-47."
Yeah.
Which kind of defeats the
purpose. And then he got caught drinking.
Like, I don't, no, his name. I don't care. If you want to buy $15,000 worth of my hat to shoot them, please do. I need the money. Like, you're kind of defeating the purpose on a protest, but let's not talk numbers. Rednecks don't like numbers. and my thought behind that. And then there's a dealership in Longview. Okay, it's called Peter Chevrolet, and they do these Peter's Elite, and they're the big trucks with the neons.
Yeah,
on
I
them.
know exactly.
For
what you're talking
a while,
about.
they kind of calmed down on them now, so they're kind of like they're really nice. Not shout out, whatever. But for a while there, everybody was driving the squatted, just small dick energy truck. I'm sorry, it's not a big dick energy
call it
truck.
like it is, man. Dude, every time I see that, I'm like, that is not a person I'm gonna hang out
Doolies,
with.
all that, and there was always doolies in there, and they're all just riding around with the flags hanging out the back, and I'm back there, I'm like, I have an idea. And the idea was based on, so I have a lot of friends of mine who are lesbians.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know how lesbians have basically taken Subarus away from people? If you see two lesbian women, they get out of a Subaru Outback, 90%, that's a couple. That's a couple. You're not wrong, dude. You're not a couple. It's a lesbian and her best friend who just happens to be straight. It's that that's.
I've interviewed 2 lesbians on the show, and I think they drove Subarus, dude.
I'm always like, and I asked the crowd, like, do you just walk in to the Subaru dealership and they just give you half off?
Yeah.
What is it? How you all drive? I said, they have to give you a discount.
Yeah.
I said, I'll tell any woman that wants to buy a Subaru, just grab another woman, hold her hand, walk into the Subaru dealership. 0% interest, you're probably getting 50% off.
Yeah.
Because that's how they're getting in those damn cars. And I'm like, so they basically taking the Subarus away from people. So I'm like, and I have a lot of gay friends. I'm like, it'd be really funny if gay people took the dually away. Kind of like they took the rainbow.
Yeah.
You just took that rainbow right on out. Like, oh, no, I
This is ours now.
I can't have a rainbow tattoo. I'm gay.
It
No.
would actually be. I mean, it would be chaos in the streets.
And I said, what I want, and I thought, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start saying on stage that I'm asking all of my gay friends, please go buy a dually.
Yeah.
And go buy one of these dualies.
Yeah.
And do that to it. And then what I want to see, my vision is, I want to see gay pride parades where it's just a line of these fucking dualies. Just a line of them. With dudes in the back with leather on, just shaking their ass.
Just assless chat.
Just doing whatever, filling the back of the bed up and having whatever Jello fights, whatever.
Fuck it, I'm
just
all about it. Let's
go
do it.
full gay, full gay, and just all on. Everybody's got their hats on and their hat lined up on the dashes, the whole 9 yards, and just full gay pride parades of squatted trucks.
And we live in like one of the most conservative areas in Texas.
Just full gay. I want to see full rainbow flags, trans. I want to see them all. I want a tranny on the hood. I don't care. I just want to watch them. Just watch it. Only because I want to see the redneck reaction to this shit.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, this is a dumb gay people. Don't took away the goddamn doolies.
Shock factor alone, man.
We can't buy no dually no more. See Robert and his new dually.
Hell yeah, man.
Did he know it was gay? But I want to take it away just to see what they do. I want to see it.
I love that, man.
So I started asking people, I need you to hashtag it, make the dually gay.
Yeah, we'll put it in there.
Yeah, and then
we'll put it in this episode.
it started just kind of flying. And then I did this on the podcast, and it went super viral.
Yeah. You want us to name the episode this?
Do what?
We can name this episode that. Make the dually gay.
Whatever. It'll pop. If you name it that, when you promote it, put all the pride, gay pride, whatever. Look, I'm telling you right now, warning. This will open the door to a lot of bare gay men. As my DMs can prove. Because they all thought I was like, look, I am straight, but I am very much an ally.
Yeah.
I will get you laid.
Yeah.
If we're hanging out
just
and
get
I know
wingman.
you're gay and I see another gay man, I'm making a connection because I'm going to get you fucked.
Yeah, just a solid wingman, dude.
I'm a homeboy like that. I'll tell you a little story then we can get out of here after that. But I just, it went super viral, started that, and all these men, I had thousands of, oh my God, you're so sound like, holy shit. Sending me pictures of them in there. So I made the hats, sold a bunch of hats, and some merch off of it, which was kind of fun.
Hell
so
yeah,
I wear it because it's just a joke.
Yeah, we actually have our own merch too, man, for the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we just got listed on
Plug it.
Amazon.
Plug it.
Dude,
Plug it up.
Yeah, man. Dude, if you want to support us, man, go on Amazon, look up
Buy
Dumpster Diaries
merch.
Podcast.
You got to buy merch. You got to do things to support the game and your vision. I think your overall vision's good. I think if you want to bring the audio visual to the comedy community, that's what it desperately needs.
Yeah. That's what we like, man.
Because I have to, when I go to shows, I don't want to have to worry about who's videoing it because I'm the worst at that. I am the worst person at never taking pictures and never getting videos. I mean, the worst. I was there.
Well, we're pretty good
but
at it. Yeah.
I didn't take any videos. Why? Because I'm in the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm not I'm old school.
Yeah.
I'm 48. I'm old school.
We
I'm
even
like,
do when I come to Shreveport, man. We'll take pictures. We do like photography and stuff too, man. Like we'll do like some legit stuff for you guys, man. Like we'll
just like present packaging to people, and then like there's some that are there that do like good audio, good visual, good stuff. But I think just as a whole, it still needs it more.
just more people.
But it also more reach too. It needs.
I mean, and if you include Shreveport and Bossier and the whole metropolitan area, there's 500,000 people that live there.
Oh yeah, plus if you in East Texas area, you can kind of put right with it because it's in a block. So you can get all your Longview, Tyler comics, all the comics that are in. You have a large.
And I'll be honest with you, Kevin. When I was talking to Moses, my co-host or whatever, and business partner for this company, we were 50-50. We were like, do we go to Austin or do we go to Shreveport? And
Austin's oversaturated.
And I was like, dude. So
not that you can't make your way there.
Yes.
You just got to you got to narrowly know your market, your margin, or your margin, your market.
So we took a trip down there. Took 2 trips actually, and I was like, man, it's cool. It's a cool place. I love what they're doing out here. I support them. That ain't us. It's too saturated.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go somewhere where it's starting to get built up. So we picked Shreveport, man.
Yep. Yeah, Shreveport's a good area.
Yeah.
And plus, I have I'll self-promote stuff. I have myself, Kevin Hollingsworth Comedy, Instagram. You can go and follow me.
If you send me the links, man, we'll put them in the description too.
And I book myself. You can come watch me at a show. And then I also have a showcase that I do all around. It's called the Brisket and Boudin Comedy Showcase.
Nice.
And I call it brisket. Brisket. Well, the brisket is basically my Texas people, and my boudin is basically my Louisiana people. So I actually take. Usually I have 4 people that go with me, and I'll take 2 from East Texas and 2 from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And I take my comics to all the different markets, to put them in different markets.
I love it, man.
You get to meet the comedy club owners. You get to meet the bookers. Staff. I make sure all those connections are made before we go anywhere. I've had comics get booked elsewhere because of that.
Yeah.
But I want to take my comic because I stand on it that we have one of the strongest comedy scenes when it comes to hitters in the scene. I'll like I said, I'll go tit for tat with anybody who wants to tell me different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just give me who your best is. I'll put somebody next to you. We'll compete. It won't be close.
Kevin, I think we can do some really good work in the near future, man.
Oh yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, but I gotta get up out of here, brother. We got another guy, man. Sorry,
Let's
scheduling
go.
and stuff, dude. But thank you so much, Kevin Hollingsworth, man. It's been a pleasure.
Always.
All right, see you next time, man.
Deuces.
Thanks, guys.